Yeah, man. You already know what I go on with the thing there.
Jeez.
You know, say we're back at it. The
Ras-
mayor's
Ras-
office,
Rasta
the blood
claws.
clot. Yo, you know, say, I have to forward back to yard and come and pick up one of my brethren them. One of my big time brethren them.
Don't know.
Busy in yard, you know. You know, say the man busy to us. But me still have time to find the brother. Real Jamaican Badman in the building. Hail him up, C4.
Yo, you know who it is. C4, you feel me? Fresh back from yard.
Blood
As the mayor just
clots.
said. Kind of get it. You know.
This is the most Jamaican this podcast has absolutely ever been.
Jamaicanist.
The most Jamaican this podcast has ever been.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's where AngelSmiley.com. Angel Smiley Official, The Godfather. This is episode 32. A glorious day, glorious episode.
I think this is the earliest we recorded. I think it's the earliest that we've had the opportunity to provide a stellar, consistent project. 32. A lot of good things happen with 32. You feel me? You already know what it is. It's Ralph, a.k.a. the mayor, a.k.a. the last airbender, a.k.a. Peso Papi,
Hey!
a.k.a.
Not again.
Taken.
Whoa!
Jeez.
I'm joking. I'm not taking it. April Fools.
Hey, sorry, ladies.
Gotcha. I have some friends out there that truly believe that I'll be wifed up by the summertime. I didn't believe them at first because they were saying this like way back, like end of last year. Didn't believe them at first. Potential may be there. You never know. We'll see how it goes. I know Adriel has been dying, itching, like praying to the gods above for some two-mans. We'll get a 1-2 in, but yeah, I don't know about the whole summer, brother.
Yeah, you know what? I just wanted you to have like a year of being single. You know, like how addicts have like, this is 1 year sober, this is 2 years sober. I just want you to get to that point where you can say, I'm 1 year, you know, out of a relationship. I just reached my 1 year mark. So, you know what I'm saying? Maybe that's why I kind of want the same for you.
So how's your energy level after the year?
Oh my God, amazing.
Still,
I'm so proud of myself.
Yeah?
So it wasn't hard, but so proud of myself.
See, here's my thing. As many of my friends know, any of my close confidants know that I have back problems. Like my back is fucked. You know what I mean? A lot of sports, a lot of heavy lifting, et cetera, in my life, right? I reached down to pick up my dog. My dog's only 30 pounds. A lot of pain came involved with that. So now I'm wondering to myself, like, I'm going to be having to pick up my ute. I got to get this done quick.
That's a
Well,
done quick.
The back is like at 18% right now, 18% battery life right now. So I got to get this done quick so I can at least pick up my ute a little bit. I don't want to be sitting in a chair and say, yo, baby, come here. Like,
Yeah, you don't want your youth to be able to beat you in ball when the youth's not even good.
yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Travesty.
My child can't go left and it's cooking me. It's a problem. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you already know what it is. We introduced our guest today. We introduced the co-host today. We introduced myself. But we have one more special person that has a special place in the hearts of all of you fans out there. Talk to him.
Hey, it's your boy, Chris.
I was talking about Adriel.
Damn.
I'm playing. Go ahead. Do your thing.
Well, now I don't want to do it. Yo, it's Chris Stacks Edwards, 1990 Studios. We're here, Mayor's office. We got the whole gang, and ready for a nice Sunday pod.
Ooh, on the Lord's Day. There you go. This is the best podcast in Toronto. I truly believe. We've been putting in the time. We've been putting in the work. We've been putting in the effort to be the best, the top of the mountain, like Ash Ketchum from Pokemon.
Wow.
Big shoes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when you think of the top of the mountain, that's what everybody thinks of.
Ash Ketchum.
Of course.
Who else?
What else could you possibly think
Michael
of?
Jordan who?
There's obviously that mountain in Spy Kids that they fight at the end of this movie, but
Yeah.
Ash Ketchum, of course.
For sure. All right, I got a question for y'all. Weather's getting a little bit better. It's not perfect, but it's getting a little bit better. You just came from Jamaica.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, the way you said yeah.
14 degrees here. He's like, yo, the fuck is this?
Nah, like,
But the weather,
was nice.
yesterday was aight for half the day.
Yeah.
But overall, the weather's getting a little bit better. It's getting into springtime. So I want to pose a question to you guys. What is different about you during the summertime compared to now? Like, you guys more focused? Are you guys more like outside? Like, is it a completely different personality, Jekyll and Hyde situation? Or are you guys the same person during the summer?
I'm definitely not the same person during the summer.
You come alive.
Nah, I'm still not back outside, boys. I actually realized yesterday, shout out to Mario's birthday, we went to LCBO, and I was like, I haven't been in an LCBO, I don't think, like, since the year started.
Damn.
And the man of Mario goes, we're living two different lives. I was like, so I'm not outside like that, but I'll go out more just because I like being outside. You know what I'm saying? So I might not be going to the club and turning up or whatever, but if you're having a barbecue, or having a picnic, you can invite me, you know?
Okay.
Something with some greenery around.
So you're more willing to be outside, but you're not like craving to be outside.
Absolutely not. Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Chris?
That's fair. I'd say, yeah, I think I get kind of like, not seasonal blues, but like I'm definitely like more my energy levels low, like right after Christmas, like those couple months leading up.
Yep.
So summertime comes, I'm usually like, it's like a real rejolt. Like even the last couple weeks, even like today, driving in, sun's out, you know, I don't have to put on a winter coat, you know. I start to feel a little more like alive.
Yeah, I feel the exact same way as Chris. I'm more aligned with Chris and Adriel here. Summertime comes. Once I see the sun out a little bit, my energy picks up. Like, I want to start doing stuff. All of a sudden, my pocket's itching. Like, my
yo, literally.
TD Bank is like, yo, what's this nigga on? You know what I'm saying?
Yo, they call he's like, yo,
is this
was
fraud?
this your purchase?
So yeah, my energy picks up. I want to go out. I want to do more shit. Wintertime, it gets dark early. My vibes are off. If I don't have like a video game or something to do in the evening, then it's like my whole energy's down. I'm watching like too many movies. I'm just, you know, I want to be more social. I want to be outside. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'd say before I moved back, when it was summer, I found myself being more spontaneous. It's
Yeah,
like during the winter time, if someone calls me up 8 p.m. Saturday, like, yo, what you up to? I was like, yo, nah.
That's a good way to put it, actually.
Yeah, definitely more
You
spontaneous.
can hit me with some, 90-minute ahead of time plans in the summertime,
like,
and I might say
I look
yes.
outside, it's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, and in the winter, if you don't give me at least 48 hours notice, that's a no.
Because the worst part is a man can hit you on a Friday. You finish work at like 5, 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
He probably hits you at 4 o'clock. Like, yo, let's do something tonight. In the winter, you look outside at 4 o'clock. It's pitch black out. Then nah, nigga, I gotta go home.
Yup.
And it's cold. Like, you're just like, I don't want to.
But now, say you're at work or whatever, you're doing your podcast or whatever, and a man hits you up Friday 4 o'clock. You look outside. It's peak weather. There's beautiful people outside.
Yeah.
And you're like, you know what? I'm already dressed to be outside.
Yep.
The wintertime, the outfits are a little different too. You're trying to be more cozy, warm. But summertime is like, the muscle tees come out. I usually wear medium, but then in the summer I bring out the small.
I'm screwed.
You feel me?
No, we saw a taste of that yesterday, and a couple of days before when it was warm. Because you see everyone outside. That's the thing about Toronto is like people are coming out in their fits. Like, there's not as much like this regular
For sure.
dressing. Like, I'm seeing everyone in the like vest, pant, like
Yeah,
whole
yeah.
setup. So I like to see that. Like, as everyone has their fits they've been buying all winter or whatever, now they can actually wear them.
Yep.
But I'm a shorts person. Summertime, like, even if it's like some kind of like event, like if I can wear shorts to this event, I'm wearing shorts.
Oh yeah, shorts
Like-
with the white Air Forces and a t-shirt. I'm good, and a nice like fresh dad hat.
Clean.
What? I'm in here. I'm in here.
Yeah. And so I think in the summer is where I throw a drip out the window personally. Like, obviously, I'm still the flyest man to ever live. Let's not confuse that.
Come on, man.
But-
Hilarious and handsome.
Come on. But in the summertime, I'm more like, I'm just wearing whatever is comfortable. You know what I'm saying? My goal is to not be sweating for the entire time.
For sure.
That's when I get dressed, that's all I'm thinking about. If I happen to match,
Yeah.
grace to God. But
Yeah,
or
please
focus
don't
on-
sweat. Because, I know you this summer, you're going to be talking to a lot of women. You don't want to have the little
How do you know
patches
that?
under the
allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
co-workers, you know what I mean? Like friends, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Come on, man. What are we doing here,
Where's your
man?
head? Where's
It's
your
the
head?
PG podcast.
The PG
But yeah, you don't
podcast.
want to have like the little patches underneath your arms and stuff like that. Yeah.
not
Because
at
then
all.
if you do that, then you're going to be in trouble. And when you're in trouble, in those situations, it might be good to have a wingman.
Yeah.
Right? So I want to ask you guys a little bit about wingman etiquette. Because
Segue
I
king.
have some friends that are great wingmen, and I have some friends that are terrible wingmen. So what's the style of wingman that you guys are? Like, if you guys saw me chatting to somebody and I asked for you to kind of come in and assist, what is your wingman style? What has been your wingman style? I'll start with you, Chris.
Oh man, I mean, I'll probably slide in, try to make you look good, be, it depends on the situation. Are we at like a bar or are we at like after like a little outside
I'll do
party,
my most
like a day
recent
party?
situation because this is what's crossed my mind.
Right.
We'll say a house party.
Jet house party. So do you know?
I was the wingman, by the way. I wasn't the one talking to the girl.
Okay.
But continue.
Like, so do you know like a lot of the people there then?
Yeah, about half.
Okay, so if like I'm your wingman and we're pulling up and like we know a lot of the people, or at least I'll probably go up. Once you kind of pick your target, where you're shooting. I don't know. I'll probably go up. Try to just support. Make you look good. Just talk you up a little bit, like casual, like yeah, my buddy Ralph's here, like. He does this and this, but like make it like casual, like we're just talking.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, Ralph seems like a good guy. I'm like, yeah, Ralph's over here, and kind of slide you in.
Oh, so you would approach the girl and they're not even having the conversation yet. Like if I say, yo, I want to talk to that girl, you would just go and talk to her and big me up. Like that's your style?
Maybe that's a little abrasive. That might be a little abrasive now that we're talking about it like that. So maybe if you're already talking to her, I'll slide my way in. I'll slide my way in.
I like
I'm not
that.
going to go up and like, hey, you guys want to see my friend? Like that might be
just like my friend likes it. He's in the corner like,
I'm juggling and shit.
Yeah, a nickel behind your ear.
He's really
bring on my cards.
I'm screaming.
What's your wingman style?
Mine is just keep it light, keep it like the jokes going, because I feel like my thing is to make it more comfortable. Like if you're just talking to a girl for the first time, make it more comfortable so that you guys can talk more freely.
Yeah.
It's not on a awkward like, hey, little mama, let me whisper in your ear. Like, like my thing is to make it more comfortable just in general so that y'all can actually chop it up.
Yeah.
Because for the most part, I have confidence that your personality is just going to show. I don't need, the TikTok comments on some of those videos where they're like, do you guys know this guy? And the comments will be like, oh, yeah, he helped me save my mom from a fire. And,
yeah.
I don't think I don't need to do that, Like, if I need to do that, for sure, I will. But most part, I just trust you to have your own style, your own game. So I'm just trying to make it more comfortable so she doesn't feel like she's getting like bombarded with this attention, Yeah. She could feel like, okay, it's calm, I can just talk to this guy. And little does she know, she starts falling in love, So
it's a little bit of a subtlety to your game.
Yeah, I'm trying to make the whole environment more comfortable, more than just focusing on, yo, he's amazing.
This nigga here.
Have you seen him in the gym?
Yeah.
Only windmills. Like
yeah. Okay, I like that. So, but that also depends on the subject, like your friend, right? Mm-hmm. So you got to kind of know your friend's style in terms of talking. Okay, so what about you?
That's what I was gonna say. It depends on the
To be honest, you're a top level wingman.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is,
you're Jamaican.
Yeah. I've been out of the game for such a long time. Like wingman's my default. You feel me?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it depends on the brethren, right? Because if you have a brethren who is, swaggy, confident, that type of thing, then the wingman it can use a subtler touch, right? Mm-hmm. That you come in, you maybe crack a couple jokes, you feed off each other's energy, you make sure you're not trying to out funny the man, something like that.
Yeah.
But you have dudes who are a little bit more laid back. You might need to take a more proactive approach, but never like only as a joke. Maybe if it's like someone I've been talking to for a while, never like, yo, this guy's the greatest. This guy's gonna save, like, cure cancer type thing. Like, I've seen man, especially in club settings, like shouting in a girl's ear, like,
spitting and shit. Yeah.
This guy, bro. Like, nah, that's never a good look for anybody.
Fair. I like all of your styles. I think they all individually work well, depending on the situation. Of course, the girl, like what she's into, and the guy, how he's approaching her. I like to do the quick joke and leave, but I make sure my joke is very over the top so they know that it's not serious. So the same, the same thing you guys said, where it's like, oh, this guy can cure cancer. I'll say that, but more in a satirical way. So like, I'll come up and be like, yo, Adriel, I'm gonna get you back on that 1,000 you sent me. I appreciate you.
And they know it's a joke.
And they know it's a joke. And you could just be like, this guy's stupid. Yeah. And then continue. So I want to get her laughing for you to kind of assist in that, but still know that like you have some casual but class friends. So yeah, I've definitely experienced a lot of success for my people that way. But yeah, for sure. I like all your wingman styles. It's pretty good. There's some whack ass ones though.
I was gonna say what Seafor said about not being too funny. That I think is the issue, because some mans, they'll come in and all of a sudden think they're Cat Williams, And it's like, for sure, try and get your rocks off, do your thing.
Yeah.
But My thing is like it looks worse when a man is trying to do that and it's not funny.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's like I mean like a bad wingman in a sense. Because then it's like this is who you're hanging with. This is your friend. Like
type of man who laughs at his own joke first before anyone else.
exactly. It's like as a wingman, you kind of want to also like be cool.
Yeah.
So that the girl can be like, oh, like if the guy he's hanging with is cool, then he's probably cool too.
Exactly.
You know?
Fair.
So
fair,
it's like
fair.
the wingman who comes in and is like you know, some wingmen are the scared no host type of wingman.
I was gonna say, or pissing off your brethren type of wingman.
Yeah.
No.
Those are the worst. So like, I'm not a big guy,
Mm-hmm.
right? So a lot of my friends end up being either taller or like this heavier setter, like more heavy set than me.
Mm-hmm.
I had a brethren one time, way back in the day. I had a brethren, and he would like grab my shoulder and put his arm around me and all this, and I'm like, yo, bro, you're shaking me, bro.
Yeah.
like, I'm not stationary right now, you know what I mean?
Why am I?
Yeah, like, you know, I'm not a weak guy, but it's like, yo, bro, you're like, you know, you're 2 bills plus on compared to me.
Physics.
Yeah. Physics, you know what I mean? Inertia.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
I'm screaming.
so it's like, yo, bro, like, let me be stationary and continue my cool mystique right now,
Yeah,
because
my
right now
coolest.
you're throwing it off. I don't look like a superhero right now.
Why is my knee buckling? She
Yeah.
don't even see that. Like,
Like, yo, Ralph is the guy. This is the man right here. You sound like the Cookie Monster.
yeah, I feel like when they overdo it because that's the thing too is like they're like if someone's trying to assess you for first meeting you,
Yeah.
your friends are a part of that.
Oh, for
Exactly.
You know
sure.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so it's like also this is like kind of bad to say, but they don't want to make it seem like you're the sus one in the group too. You know,
Yeah.
like
facts.
how your friends come over, they could do something weird, and it's like, wait, am I talking to the wrong friend?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
Yep.
I'm saying you don't want to get that idea. It's like, yeah, he's cool, like we're all cool. Like you've chose the right one here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, listen, don't worry about me. I'm nasty, but Ralph never treated a woman wrong in his life. Like,
Yeah, no, that'll definitely be a reflection on you. Yo, you gotta be around class people depending on the type of person you're trying to attract to you. Because
Yeah.
these like anybody you're outside trying to talk to, they're gonna be perceptive of like your surroundings. Like,
Yeah.
yo, what's this guy into? It's like for us too, right?
Yeah.
If we're chatting to a girl. And like all her homegirls are like acting wild, like Glorilla's friends or something like that. I'm gonna
I'll
be
think
like,
what to say.
I'm gonna
Glorilla.
assume
yeah.
that you're not a saint.
Exactly. Talking to her, and she goes, "Is that your friend over there breakdancing in the middle?"
Yeah.
I would say to counter that point, I think you have those group of like ratchet girlfriends, and there's always that one introvert that they have the peer pressure to coming out.
Fair
So
enough.
sometimes, not
No,
all the time.
I like that
Fair
one.
enough.
That's
Yeah.
what I'll talk
Like
to
the
for
mother,
sure.
the mother hand of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And it's the same for us. Like if you brought up a club, for example, if we're at the club and every man is like jumping up and down on couches and putting bottles to their face, I'm gonna look like the nigga that's putting a bottle to my face too. And I just done like stood up nice. And,
Yeah.
and
But they're gonna assume
they're gonna
you.
assume it.
That's your tribe.
Yeah, that's my
Definitely.
tribe. You know what I mean? Yo, so I
That's
seen a
so
man with an
funny.
analogy. He's like, yo, if you see a pack of lions coming up, you're just gonna assume you're gonna get eaten. But there may be one nice lion in there, bro, that might not want to eat
Like-
you.
But
It's like maybe that one's a house cat.
Yeah,
You know,
you know what I'm saying?
nah,
So-
me-
I'm excited to see how this summer goes in that way because I'm not trying to be on that type of time, you know? Like, I'm trying to keep it calm. I'm trying to take this to the next level, like, you know? But you know, the summertime is the summertime. Already the couple days of warm weather we had
Yeah,
was what it
you
was.
say you're on
So
road.
I just saw some things, so I'm just saying I can't wait to see what the summer is like.
The snow's gone, fam.
Yeah.
You know what that means. You know what that means, Chris.
So
What,
have
what did this
you
man
guys
say
heard
when the
of
snow's
this
gone?
thing called Chat GPT?
That was such a great transition. Yeah, let's talk about
Absolutely smooth.
that. Yes.
Absolutely smooth. Yeah, I plead the fifth.
Okay.
But yeah, Chat GPT.
Yeah, all right. What do you want to talk about with ChatGPT?
Have you guys been using it?
No, we
Nah.
were actually chatting about it yesterday.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
You brought up a good point yesterday. He said that this is the tech that they're just giving to like us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the
There's
plebs.
some, the regular shit. You know what I'm saying? But there's some extent like government mans have probably been using Chat GPT
For a
level
minute.
tech
Yep.
for the last 10 plus years.
All your CRA emails are probably Chat GPT.
100%. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So, but yeah, it's definitely changing the game, yo. There's people out there getting like financial advice from it and being successful. There's people out there that are writing scripts through
Yeah,
ChatGPT,
ChatGPT.
producing films, like doing like things like that. So it's definitely the next step. I'm very scared at the direction it's going in because the further and further AI grows, the less and less purpose that we have as humans in life. We don't want to end up like you seen Wall-E when every man just fat partying.
Bro, I mean, we've all seen the Terminator, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know how the movie ends.
Oh, for sure.
So,
Skynet's on the way, bro.
Exactly.
So now I'm thinking the way Boston Dynamics is going, you put some good software, some software that can learn and adapt and grow inside of a humanoid robot that Boston Dynamics creates in the next 10 years. Soon enough, I'm going to be Will Smith fighting these niggas.
That's my issue. Is like, we know where this is going. My point is like, we know where this is going. It's not like we don't know where it's going. It's not like, I wonder what's going to happen. Like, no, we know where this is going. I was saying this to you guys a couple months ago. There are states that are already trying to authorize like robot dogs to serve as part of the police force. And they're going
to be weaponized too.
And there's places that have this already approved, but it's actually not legal in the state because they don't have, like, most states don't have robotic laws because that's a newer thing. So it's like the law of it being legal is a different issue, but the robot's created, it's been tested.
There's an episode of Black Mirror with that same dog design. And it
chasing down the chick for the whole.
It was a post-apocalyptic thing, and
like,
for an hour, this
that was a
machine
crazy episode.
Was going at this woman, bro.
You know the wild shit with that AI, like AI, like say you have an AI police robot, AI police dog, right? You know all the data and the algorithm that they feed that program.
For sure.
It's gonna be skewed against black people.
100%. No, someone said that.
It's gonna have a fucking color wheel in it.
Yeah, it's like, yo, the data is inherently racist, so the fucking robot's gonna be racist.
Did you see that there's a woman who said that she's like, all the AIs we're creating now is like they're hiring people like us to make the AIs less racist because they're inherently racist already.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and here's the thing, I think ChatGPT's example of like they're just giving us the free whatever.
Yeah.
Because I feel like there's not as much of I don't know, people going against it as much because in the ChatGPT is helpful regardless.
Yeah.
We're talking about the AI that does clips for people for their social media.
Podcasts,
Yeah, so it's like there's so much helpful things that it's like, how can you go against some of it without going against all of it? Because I have Amazon Alexa, I have a Google Home.
Definitely listen.
You know? So it's like
data.
I'm not with all this, but at the same time it's like you can't go against some of it and not all of it because it's all connected.
It's progress, right? Like, you can't be a dinosaur, but like you have to kind of be cautious with how much you progress and how quickly you progress, right? So
with anything with like the police stuff and like having like, you know, a machine kind of, obviously it's fed by AI, trying to like make decisions and dictate like what's bad and what's not bad. Like there's no like nuances for the situation. They're just going off the data. Like they can't make the decisions.
100%.
That's like
crazy.
Yesterday, me and Amari, I wish I recorded this. We saw someone get slapped in the street. Like two cars got in a little scuffle. A man got out the car and just whoosh, slapped the other guy. And we're like, this is the kind of thing that cops are trying to blind eye to. We don't need you to spend 48 hours tracking this down. Two men had a beef in the street. Slapped.
So you see the robot dog is just gonna come in and just start putting niggas in cuffs.
You see what I'm saying? Like, but that's the nuance of a cop being like, say someone fought for it. Someone pulled up on me in the street and slapped me. The cop's gonna be like, you get what you get. You know, that's the nuance of it in that way where it's like, okay, we don't need to have a full police force attacking this issue. But if we lose that nuance, I'm not saying that things that are going to be the biggest thing they're going to be looking at, but there's going to be things that don't need to be as much attention, get more attention. And then vice versa.
There's probably like where AI is right now, there's no gray zone, right?
Yeah.
So it's like you either break the law or you don't break the law.
Yeah. Can you imagine like those policed dogs, like the robot dogs, just strolling the streets up and down and then just maintaining peace? Dog.
I would be such an inside man. Like, I'm already inside man now, but like I think that's the future for me with this AI thing is just being inside. Because obviously having information on that is, you know, can be a problem. But once someone could get physically harmed on the outside, we're in a different place, a whole different place. And we all seen iRobot. We don't want none of those.
For sure.
To swing it back though, you think those robots would be more racist than the average like American cop?
Question of the day. Question of the day. I don't know. I don't know. That'd be very interesting to see. Yeah.
I would say no. I would say the average American cop is probably more racist.
Yep. I would agree.
Yeah.
You thought there was colorism in the black community before, man. The light-skinned mans are going to be living this time. You know?
Just because AIs don't have the decades of history as law enforcement, you know? They're new to being law enforcement. And just that alone makes them less racist.
I have I'm on my TikTok algorithms and shit, and like I watch a lot of like bad cop interactions and shit. At least these niggas can talk back to the cop. That dog is not listening to you, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be. I'm not excited for it. I do like stuff like ChatGPT and what it can do.
Yeah.
But I know that where this is headed, and I think that the reason that I'm more worried about it is because one, people are trusting the government, which I just don't like that.
Yeah.
Two, there's not as much resistance towards it. Like people are resisting all kind of different stuff. It's like forget about men and female roles. Like you know what I'm saying? AI is more important than that. Like you know what I'm saying? The stuff that people are really trying to argue about is like smaller issue.
Exactly.
Saying the AI is more like
Facts.
a bigger thing to me.
Do you think do you guys have any concern on it possibly just making people rely too much on it without being like making decisions? Like they could be getting fed false information or like
I mean, they're getting fed false information.
I mean,
now.
they are now, right? But now it's like it could be like more like
All right,
streamlined.
the analogy I like to use there, right? Like how often you see people on their phones and like spell check takes care of everything, right?
Yeah.
Like motherfuckers don't know how to spell anymore. Right?
That's
like, yo, I'm guilty of that shit.
That's
Same.
right.
I'll type in a word, it's like, yo, I haven't seen this word now. Oh yeah, that's the word.
Yep.
Google corrects that shit for me and I keep it moving.
Yeah.
So it's like there is that point, like Ralph mentioned the movie WALL-E, right?
Yeah.
Over reliance on technology, we all become big slobs who can do nothing.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's coming. I think that's like almost a rhetorical question in a sense.
Yeah.
I think that's coming. There is like a gap in terms of the older generation who can't even use all these things to rely on it in a sense. Like, you know, they can't even work at Google Home to rely on it. You know, they still have to go and turn on their radio and, you know, to play stuff. But for our generation who's growing older with this technology and, you know, like right now we all have our own Google Home or something small like that. That's all going to grow to the next fridge that we all buy will have an AI in it, and the next TV that we all buy will have an AI in it.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
it's like, I think it's gonna be part of everything we have because even now, I think people who like on your remote, you say the thing you're trying to watch instead of typing it out, you know, and having to type it out, it was like a chore. If you're like, I gotta type out the full show name and go to every single app.
Now you're talking into your mic,
you know, and it's like, why? Think of how far we've gotten where that is a lot of work.
For sure. Well, yeah, that's a good portion of our TED Talk. We could continue on our TED Talk. C4, how do you feel about Jamaica's reliance on China currently?
Yo, I actually have
No.
I have things to say, but you know, I might need to visit China one day.
Yeah.
And you know, they might have an AI that combs through the digital footprint of every single visitor that they have in the country. So
For sure.
I'll keep that off the airwaves.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Yeah.
Deluxe.
Now that we got our listeners back, you have in the notes April Fools. I don't know what you have a question about April Fools. You want to talk about April Fools? Like, what's going on?
How do you feel about April Fool? We talked about someone who we know who played a prank on all of us.
Yeah,
I had someone we know play a prank on me as well. But I'm not an April Fool's man. Like I'm not into playing pranks. Don't play no pranks on me. Like.
Facts. I was never a pranks guy. I hate pranks. It's stupid to me because I don't want it done to me. So I'm like, I don't want to do it to other people. And I feel like this is the least amount of conversation or April Fool's pranks I've ever seen in my life. Like niggas are just sick of this shit. Niggas are just tired. There's like life is too rough right now. There's a fucking recession going on. Like
we don't have time for this.
Nobody's happy, bro. Nobody's fucking happy, man. No. Anybody that wants to have time to do an April Fool's joke just went and bought Beyonce or Drake tickets. Like everybody's at work right now, bro.
You know, I think as well, like the YouTube prank community just kind of saw what everybody's taste on pranks in general.
Yeah.
Yo,
Like, it's a prank,
shit,
bro. It's a
That's
prank.
a good point because how are you
dumb as
doing
fuck.
pranks every day of the year? Secondly, some of these pranks are not even pranks. You know what I'm saying? They're giving you an elbow to your jaw.
It's a
Prank,
prank,
bro. I'm like,
No, like, yo, there's been a wave in Jamaica of pranks. Like people, you know, in Jamaica trying to use technology to get ahead, social media and stuff. So there's been pranks where people are at the ATM and dudes pull up ski mask. It's like, yo, give me everything you have.
That's not a prank, fam.
that's not a
And
prank.
then people, like to old people and shit, and they're losing their shit. And yo, the cops had to come out there and it's like, yo, to any YouTuber trying these pranks, we're going to lock you the fuck up.
There's a nigga in the UK, he comes with the whole like
I
ski
see
mask
it.
and
I
shit.
see it.
He's
Yo.
like, yo, fam, you're good? Yeah. How much money in your pocket? And then the man will be like, yo, I got £5 or whatever.
Yeah.
And then the man will be like, yo, take this 20, bro. Go get
Yo,
yourself something nice.
it's
And it's
low-key
like him
funny
and a
still.
bunch of goons.
Yeah.
But in the
But,
moment,
yo,
niggas is
in the
scared.
moment,
Yeah,
yo.
like I don't know. I'm just not with the pranks. I put in here because
Nah.
like I'm so not with the pranks that when pranks were happening yesterday, like I saw Victor Wembanyama say he's not going in the draft.
That's not a prank to me, fam. I'm trying to go to Summer League this year.
You see what I'm saying? And I'm not even hip to being like, oh, it's April Fool's. Like, this is not, I'm not thinking about none of that.
Yo, I did not know it was April Fool's yesterday, bro.
Me neither.
Because you have life going on.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I don't know, the prank call. But here's the thing to me, I feel like, and I don't care if this community hates me because the prank community.
So the soca community. The WNBA and
WNBA, no.
Yeah.
We love WNBA. And what's the other one?
The pranksters now.
Yeah, pranksters for sure.
Yeah,
top of that list.
Okay.
Pranksters and Tim Hortons. But the prankster community is like the definition of clout chasing.
Yeah.
Because these are things that are like hurting people, scarring people, traumatizing people, you know, disrupting their lives. And you're doing it for like whatever views, whatever. And to me, it's like, the idea of having views and becoming more known being such a big thing to you is like, you don't know these people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If I did a prank and Ralph was like, yo, that was one of the funniest I've ever seen, that would mean more to me than like some views that's like, oh, Ralph thought it was funny. Like,
my friend weird clout chasey shit, bro. Like,
definitely.
And I hate the mans that they do the pranks, but it's like a planned prank. Like, they already talked to the person and stuff, so it's like a skit.
Staged?
Yeah, the stage shit, I hate that. Like, I seen a dude do the gold digger prank, where he like he'll talk to a girl or whatever, and the girl would brush him off, and then he'll get in a Lambo or something.
Yeah.
Like, yo, bro, stop this shit, man. This shit's fake.
So
So she all of a sudden
what's the point
turns
of
back
that?
around.
What's the
I'm
point?
like, yo, man,
It's-
get
yeah.
out of here. This
I
shit's
would
corny, bro.
say there's you can have a good prank though. Like a good prank is one where the person getting pranked finds it funny, you find it funny,
Yeah.
and like everyone onlooking
Like
finds it
Punked.
funny, right?
Well, Punked, they didn't find it funny till afterwards.
Yeah.
But Punked is like that's actually a prank, you know?
Yeah.
Some of those are definitely detrimental too, but like everyone's in on it but the person, 100% prank. But my thing is this, we're using the internet for the wrong things.
Facts.
The wrong things. Like if you were to fast forward, 40 years from now and it said, you guys have the internet, all the answers of the world at your fingertips. You communicate with anybody. What are you guys doing on there? We're
Dancing.
Yeah.
dancing and fake robbing people.
and
Like-
checking people's net worths.
Yeah. Like just all the wrong things.
Yeah,
man.
we're not using the internet for the right reasons, bro. There's literally a man getting financial advice on ChatGPT.
Like
And niggas is doing fake robbing niggas pranks, yo. I don't know, man. Niggas is stupid, man. I'm tired of these stupid ass niggas, bro.
yeah.
All right, man. We stepping into the music room. You already know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
We got two big music fans
Yeah.
out here. Can't wait to chat about it. Actually, 3 if you include Chris. Actually, 4 if you include me. So, and a lot more, millions more if you include all of our fans.
There you go.
We got the deluxe.
Mhm.
We got the deluxe. Tyler, the Creator.
But he's saying it's not a deluxe, but
Call
it
me if you
is.
get lost. I think it included like another like 6 songs.
6 tracks. Yeah.
Yeah. How you guys feel about that?
I like it. I like the extra songs. I thought he was gonna do a whole new project
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
first, not have it be a deluxe.
Because he dropped the videos too.
Yeah, but I understand why he did it as a deluxe in terms of like streaming and negotiating and
For
that kind
sure.
of thing because this doesn't count against his album record.
Mm.
Now it's just counted as a deluxe.
Yeah.
Is there a track
and-
that stood out for you?
Safari, I think it's called.
Safari's hard.
No, Safari's was on the original though.
Safari was on the
I
original.
think that was the
yeah.
last track
Oh,
of the
I
original.
thought What's Right was a lot. Oh no, you're right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was fucking with Dogtooth a lot. I
Dogtooth
like-
one
I
that has
like
a
the chorus to
video.
that. I think the
Heaven to Me, I like. Sorry, Heaven to Me.
okay.
Oh, that
Yeah,
he threw
yeah.
that sample. That's a sample that's been
Yeah,
used a couple
yeah,
times,
yeah.
but I like. How he
I can't
flipped
believe it hasn't been used more, but I guess that style's not in style anymore.
Yeah.
But I used to love that song back
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
day.
yeah.
You
The
got a
stand, the
chance to listen
standout,
to it?
No, I haven't yet.
Oh, okay.
the standout for me was Sorry Not Sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
like and the video
The
for
last
that,
one.
like the image.
I
was
didn't
sick.
watch the video for that one yet.
Yeah, you can watch the video, but in the video it's like all of his like alter egos that he's had over the past 2 years, and like
It's pretty cool.
sometimes
yeah.
the bars switch between them and shit. Like,
Yo, I'm gonna be real. I was not a fan of Tyler like when he
Mhm.
first came out. Like
Mhm.
he was just saying like I respected his lyrical talents, but like yo, he was just saying like shit that I was just not rocking
He
with
was
at the
saying
time.
and it's
wild
funny.
shit.
You know what's funny? He's still wild, but you're right. He was
He's
still
still
wild.
wild, but
though.
like it kind of he tightened up a little bit with his wordplay and his topics, I should say.
Yeah.
But like that the first like I was never big on the Wolfgang shit because I think that was around the same time Kendrick
Goblin.
came out and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah,
So
it was. I think I first heard Tyler maybe a year before Kendrick.
yeah,
I was in college. And
It was around yeah, and you're an old ass nigga, so it's like
yeah.
Damn.
I was in high school, so yeah, I was listening to Kendrick and Cole and them man's a little bit more like Slaughterhouse. Even I was listening to a lot. I was listening to a lot of like New York rappers and shit. So when he came out, I was listening to like niggas talking about topics I could relate to. Then he's coming out saying, "Yo, I'm gonna fuck this person in the ass and do this."
Wild
and,
shit. Cut
yeah,
people
wild
up
shit.
and all kinds of
yeah, I'm like,
bullshit,
yo, man,
yo.
what the fuck is this shit, bro?
Yeah, I wasn't rocking with that.
But I
Yo,
still
to-
respected his talent, but I
To
wasn't
be
really
honest,
rocking with it.
I was rocking with it because I knew he was just being absurd for the point of being like shit was hilarious.
yeah.
Like
yeah.
clearly this man is not a
I
serial
couldn't,
killer.
I couldn't
You know?
casually listen to it though. You know what I'm saying? So like,
No,
I
in
wasn't-
doses for sure. in
yeah,
doses,
exactly. I say all that to say this. I personally feel like his last 3 albums, like that trilogy of albums, is one of the greatest 3 album runs in hip hop history. I would
In
say
hip hop
for
history.
me, top 20 at least.
At the very least, recent hip hop history,
Yeah.
easily, hands down.
Yeah, I would say because he got 2
Flower
Grammys
Boy,
off of that.
Call Me If You Get Lost,
And Igor.
Igor.
That's a good 3.
Yeah.
That can go up with a lot, bro. I think it's in the top 20, bro. Towards the bottom of the top 20, but I think it's up there, man.
I think it's really good, but I don't feel like putting it that. Even though it's funny because I actually saw him in concert for 2 of these albums.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I should be more on your side.
How many Grammys he got out of those 3? I think
More than 2.
I think 2.
I think he got one. He got some single Grammys on Igor.
Boy?
Yeah,
No,
for,
Igor he got, right?
Flower
Igor,
Boy
he
got
got- but I
nominated.
think he got a Grammy for Earthquake, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh,
Yeah,
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 Like
yeah.
that's that song did number.
It's up there
it's
though.
up there,
it's
man.
up there. It's
and
up
he
there.
has the hardware to prove it.
Actually,
Yeah.
no, sorry. Let me say this. You're not wrong. Because 3 in a row, some people might have 2, a fall off, and then the next one,
next
it might
one,
be
yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
3 consecutively. And these are all like 2 years apart, so it's not that long of a time.
Yeah.
He might have something still. Flower, you know what's funny? Flower Boy was, I think, the beginning of him
Yes.
Yeah.
becoming
The
this
evolution,
version of
yeah.
himself.
That's when I started liking him because I did not like Tyler
Yo.
like that. So then when I listened to Flower Boy the first time, I was like, yo, is this the same nigga, bro?
Yeah.
Damn.
And the beats he was
Yeah.
picking,
Yeah.
like his cadence, like everything was just perfect.
He's one of them rare artists who has gotten better with
Yeah.
every album.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
as much as I love Nas, bro, he'll never make another Illmatic. Like
Yeah,
he
yeah,
hit
yeah.
his height on
Although
his debut,
Nas's last,
has been resurgent. Like you know, I'm a big
But I know
fan.
you're saying it's not
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, it's very few artists like the expectations that they fall off, right?
Yeah.
like the man has grown and evolved with every single album, and like
you know what I think the thing with Tyler is that I feel like he probably took himself more seriously at the Flower Boy time. Like Goblin, Wolf, Cherry Bomb, he's even considering himself more of a joke. Like he's like, yeah, I'm just playing around. Like I'm not even saying my real life. I'm not even whatever.
yeah.
But after that was when he was like, okay, I'm a serious artist. Let me really, give them these hooks, these bridges, whatever. So I really think that you might have something here.
It's tough to say it out loud, but when you think about it, man, he has the stats,
Yeah.
he's got the streams, and he's got the hardware for the 3.
I think why I'm pushing back is because this era has a lot of artists
Yeah.
who have great 3 album runs, even if they aren't as big as Tyler. You know what I'm saying? Like he's got some Schoolboy Q, Absol, Big Sean. All these guys have a time where, whether it's the beginning of their career where it's include their mixtapes.
How many niggas from Tyler's era, like 2011 till now, have better 3 album runs than him? Kendrick. I don't think. You think Cole has a better 3 album run,
No.
straight 3 album?
No, and I love Cole's music though, but
Cole's a better artist.
Yeah, for
He's
sure.
a better rapper. Sorry.
Maybe not 3 album run. Yeah, 3 albums in a row.
I think
probably
I just
not.
got Kendrick, and
Kendrick. I actually can't think of another one with a
it's
3
tough,
album
man.
run like that. Nah.
Maybe Gibbs is.
Oh,
in
yeah,
there.
yeah.
Gibbs.
Yeah,
Um,
Gibbs.
Travis Scott, maybe.
Travis Scott.
Yeah,
Travis
you can
Scott,
put Travis
yeah.
in there. You can
Travis,
put
I
Travis
say
in
Travis
there
is
for
definitely
sure.
there.
I think
What was-
that's it, bro.
I would say ASAP. May not better, but ASAP's on that level. Yeah.
Did
Did you-
Schoolboy Q have a 3?
He had a 3, but I'm not putting it up with
No,
Tyler's
yeah,
3.
nah.
He had some good albums in there, but I'm not.
Yeah,
putting it
I
with
would put
Tyler's 3.
ASAP's 3 in there.
You put ASAP's 3 in there.
Live Long, At Long, Last, and Testing. All
Solid
the,
album.
Testing
Yeah.
wasn't
Those
for
are
me.
all solid. Those are all solid.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest ASAP fan though. I'm more of a
Yeah.
Tyler fan, but those were solid albums from
I'm
ASAP.
trying to think.
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's getting
No,
tough.
you have a good
What
point,
about Drake's 3 album run? Does he have one in there? I know you're not a Drake guy, but I'm talking to Adriel now. You can exclude yourself from the
You could
conversation.
leave. You could leave.
Yeah.
I thought of Take Care, nothing was the same back to back, but what came after nothing was the same? That's what I want to really see.
Is that
Oh,
views?
no, he does.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take Care, nothing was the same. If you're reading this, it's too late.
That's solid. That's solid.
That's
It's up
a
there.
big 3
Yeah,
album
that's
run.
big.
Mm.
But yeah, anyway, I feel like my point kind of holds true. that
For sure.
No,
it's tough to say in hip hop history because hip hop's been around for decades.
But he's in the conversation.
But I think it's in the conversation for a 3-album run. I think it's up there, bro.
That's a really good point. And I think it's crazy to think now because DeMar always says this that Tyler's probably
Who? I don't know who that is.
Voldemort always says
there you go.
that he's the best rapper right now. I don't agree with that.
I don't know about all that,
But I'm like, he has a case. You know what I'm saying? He has a case just off like what he's actually putting out, the quality of the music, how good he is rapping. And even though I've seen Tyler 4 times at concert, I never would have thought that Tyler would be where he is now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Even when, because Wolf was the first album, I was like, oh, he's not just yelling for no reason. Like, there's some stuff here. And even then I was like, I don't see a world where, he's going to be where he is now. So to be here.
Funny you mentioned Wolf. I actually listened back to it yesterday. First time in probably like 2-3 years, maybe more.
Yeah, it's been a
and
minute.
it's like, it holds up. I'd say like your brethren said that Tyler might be the best rapper right now. I don't agree with that, but
the best
rapper.
I never agree with whatever that guy says.
But best rapper producer,
he's up there.
I'm not putting ahead of Jermaine Cole, but he's in the conversation.
Yeah,
in the conversation.
Honorable mention, and I feel like it's very, very under the radar. Yeah, 21 Savage has a good little 3. He has a good little 3 in there.
21.
He's a good little 3 with Savage Mode, Issa, and
Her Loss.
No, if you throw Her Loss with I Am Over I Was.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then, put the Metro Booming tape on there.
Yeah.
It's a solid little 3, bro. It's not on these levels that we're talking about, but I still want to show some love to 21.
And that's why I think it was hard for me at first to say like overall time because I think in this era, there's a lot like even Chance the Rapper has a solid 3 run. You know what I'm saying?
Some nigga in the comments say, "Oh, rock him."
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's like I think now there's probably more 3-year runs than ever before because
or 3-album runs.
3-album runs, than how people making music. Other one, Mac Miller. I think Mac Miller got to be in there.
Shout out to Mac Miller, R.I.P. Mac.
Yo, that album that he had that centered around like love and
the Divine
happiness.
Feminine.
Divine Feminine.
Yo, that album was a banger.
Yeah, Mac Miller has had a few 3-album runs. It feels like.
Did you guys see Madlib's gonna drop
I saw that.
the Mac Miller album that they were producing?
That's big.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that.
That's got to be good.
Yeah, that's gonna be. I can't wait to hear that.
Yeah.
Because I think my issue with the stuff they released after Mac's pass, it is all a certain type of Mac Miller. Obviously, we love all the Mac Miller styles. But it's all the like, there's no cussing. He's like kind of sing talking. It's all that. There's none of the like spitting bars Mac Miller or like going into some deep random thought Mac Miller. Like Mac Lib feels like it will be more of the Mac Miller we're used to.
Exactly. And you know that shit's gonna be a banger because Madlib doesn't work with just anybody.
Yeah.
Like, legends only. Basically.
And I think like who is Madlib worked with that is a person like Mac Miller. Mac Miller also produces and plays instruments. Like, you know what I'm saying? So for a producer like Madlib to work with someone who also knows musicality like that, I think it's gonna be fire.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I haven't heard the new Travis rumors. Have you heard any of the new Travis rumors?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
I've been seeing some videos of like celebrities or people on TikTok talking who they've heard Travis's album and they keep talking about how good it is.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying, the Travis rumors.
Okay.
And apparently Travis is gassing it up to people behind the scenes. We have no date, no nothing.
Is this the Utopia stuff or?
Utopia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I feel like he was supposed to drop that earlier, but then all the
so like he's not canceled anymore.
Not to me.
What's his cancel status?
Not to me. Not to me. I play Mafia all the time. Yeah, not to me. But the rumor going around that the album is really good and people are really, really like gassing it up. So I'm excited. Like I think I had in here at first that like Travis is probably him and Tyler the 2 next generation of artists who can get that Drake treatment of like when they drop, everything stops. You know, if they drop a new album, everything stops. So Travis is probably I think he's probably the youngest. No, not Uzi, but yeah, Travis is probably the youngest person in hip hop who has that ability.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see what he has next and see if he can kind of keep that.
Is Travis under 30?
I think he's probably around 30
yeah,
now.
probably just turned 30.
Yeah, probably around 30 now, I would say.
He's
He came in the game like 24.
He's been around.
He's been around for like
still.
5, 6 years.
Travis 31.
Yeah.
91, yeah.
91, fuck. So he's turning 32 this year.
Yeah. Damn.
Old ass niggas, yo.
Crazy.
Look
Yeah,
at
but
us.
I'm just excited for the new Travis. I felt like You know, obviously Astroworld was a classic.
Yeah.
And I feel like, you know, he takes a lot of time between projects and he's doing a lot of other stuff, but he's in a class, he's in his own space, and he's like that artist that, you know, when he
I fuck
drops
with Travis, bro.
the whole
I fuck with
world.
Travis's music. Because
Yeah.
you can play that shit anywhere. Like,
Oh, for
you know what I
sure.
mean? So, except for at C4's house. You know what I mean?
Nah, I'm not a Travis fan, but I can appreciate why he has fans. Like, he's not putting out the random bullshit. Like, you can tell that he takes care and puts work into it. It's just not my cup of tea, right?
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Like,
Yeah, Travis Scott's probably makes the best music, to me at least, from any rapper who I would consider is extremely like not lyrical at all. He's not even an ounce of lyrical. Like even the songs where he raps decent, it's not written by him.
No, definitely not.
You know? So it's like for someone who I consider is like never gonna be lyrical, he makes the best music that you could probably make with that.
So
I can see that. Yeah.
So you said Travis isn't your cup of tea.
Yeah.
How do you feel about China exporting tea supplies to Jamaica?
Keep it coming.
For the tea?
We need to build the economy, man.
Yeah,
in certain ways.
I'm trying to get you in trouble with China, bro. So the NBA released their Hall of Fame inductees for this upcoming cycle. I'm just gonna name off a few players and coaches, etc. You guys tell me if they deserve to be there. All right, ready? Paul Gasol.
Of course.
Yeah, shout out to Paul Gasol. Just got his jersey in the rafters next to
Yeah.
Kobe.
Yeah.
Big. RIP Kobe Bryant. Tony Parker.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tony Parker is one of the greatest San Antonio Spurs of all time.
Yeah.
And he might be a disgusting human being and evil, but
Yep.
we won't know. I want to see the Surviving Tony Parker documentary when that comes
I'm
out.
so
Yeah.
pretty big.
But yeah, we'll see. Produced by Brent Berry. That'd be very interesting. You heard about that shit?
Partially.
Okay, yeah. So apparently Tony Parker was doing a little business with his teammates.
Wife.
Yeah, there you
Sounds
go.
like
Yeah.
right up his alley.
He's a Frenchman too. So
Yeah.
yeah, you know how they get down. Anyway, so now we're canceled in France too. All right, cool. Dwayne Wade,
Of course.
Of course.
cool.
Hands down.
Father of Zaya Wade and Zaire Wade.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. We got Dirk Nowitzki,
Of course.
Yeah.
one of the greatest international basketball players of all time.
One
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. One of the best championship runs of all time.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Featuring
all right.
Sean Marion.
All right.
Yeah.
Personally, my favorite coach has a personality.
Mm-hmm.
Greg Popovich.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think he's one of the greatest coaches of all time.
100%.
it's actually shocking to me that he's just getting inducted.
I think it's because he's still active.
Oh,
Mhm.
true.
So, but the man is been coaching for fucking decades. I think he has all-time wins too.
Yeah.
Didn't this guy beat cancer like twice?
I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
He is old, so it's possible.
Mhm.
It's very possible. Yes. But yeah, 5 championships, all with the same franchise.
Mhm.
One of the greatest coaches of all time. So I'm guessing it's unanimous. We're all happy with that group.
Yeah.
All right.
100%.
All right, perfect. Is there anybody you feel like that's retired that has not made the Hall of Fame?
That should you think?
That should be, in the Hall of Fame?
Did Vince Carter get inducted?
I think he
Yeah, Vince
did.
Carter is there.
Yeah. I think he did recently.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anyone who's like Chris Webber would be the one, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
that's
a big
not
one.
in who's could be.
There's definitely worse niggas in the Hall of Fame than Chris Webber.
Yep.
for sure. But I you can't go back now, but I think the Hall of Fame, I think I would go the other way. And I think there's some people who shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame that are in now. Like someone like T-Mac, I don't think should be in the Hall of Fame. I know T-Mac is amazing.
Yeah.
To never win a playoff series.
Yeah.
And then look how we talk about Dame and he's made 1 conference finals.
Mm.
And T-Mac's never won a playoff series. You see what I'm saying? So it's like,
So you take T-Mac out, even with the scoring titles and stuff?
yeah, because he didn't have that longevity. Like if T-Mac had a Dame career with that,
Yeah.
then it'd be a different story. But it's like T-Mac is part of like the short run type of players,
Yeah.
Mm.
you know? And it's like historically for sure, he means a lot to the game of basketball. We all know
Yeah.
what T-Mac was.
Yeah.
But if you're talking about Hall of Fame, it's like, look at Tony Parker, not as good as T-Mac,
Yeah.
but very much a winning player, a lot of winning seasons, championships, finals MVPs.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it is a team sport, so I feel like we gotta give, you know,
I'm not mad at
team
that.
winning
Yeah.
more
I'm not
credit.
mad at that. And some people, the thing is, the fact that it's a team sport, I agree with you. Some people can't control their teammates in a sense. So it's like, it's tough to really put overall success
Mhm.
of a team onto
Yeah.
one person.
Yeah.
Like if T-Mac was like playing with I don't know. He plays small forward, so if he ended up going to,
He can't play with Yao though.
Yeah.
he played with Yao,
Well, I mean,
but Yao,
Yao
like,
was always
let's look at,
fucked up,
Yao was always fucked up. Like, I was looking at Yao's stats and his games played per season, and it was
Crazy.
always
I don't think-
like 60 something.
Yeah,
or
he
less.
never played 80-odd games.
So like, I can't really give it up. Although Yao was a fucking killer.
Yeah.
But if you put like T-Mac back on like the fucking Vince Carter,
Raptors?
Jason Kidd, no, not even.
Oh.
No, well, he was. But
On the
if you
Nets.
put it on the Nets
Yeah.
with like a J Kidd, or you put that prime T-Mac on Phoenix with Nash,
Nash, yeah.
then we're
But
having a
not
different
winning one
conversation.
series though. That's my thing.
It's still-
like
it's
A lot of
I don't
things
need-
go
I don't
into
need
place
everyone to
with
win a chip. You know,
Yeah.
that's why I mentioned Dame. Dame has won like multiple series and made a conference finals.
I think T-Mac is a product of the players weren't as unified as they are
Unified, yeah.
now, where niggas are just hopping teams
Hopping
and shit.
teams.
100%.
So it was more like, yo, I gotta win in Houston right now.
I remember-
he was on that shit.
I had
You know
a
what I
brethren
mean?
who was like the biggest T-Mac fan ever, and the man hated Shane Battier because, like, in his mind, Shane Battier was the reason that T-Mac couldn't
Yeah,
progress.
yeah.
That's so funny. You know what's funny? You say that he's not from the era. I think the biggest problem in T-Mac's career, which is not his fault, was he actually tried to do the whole link-up thing with Grant Hill in Orlando. And when
but
Grant
then
Hill
Grant
got
got
there,
hurt.
he got
Yeah,
hurt.
yeah.
And so it's like, I think that's also a part of like, if Grant doesn't get hurt, maybe
What
that
if?
team wins
Wins
a
a
lot
chip.
more. And,
Yeah.
you
Maybe they
know,
win a
and
chip.
it's crazy funny because Tim Duncan was supposed to be their like third piece.
Yeah,
Imagine,
yeah,
imagine
yeah.
Grant Hill, T-Mac, and
No, that's a chip for sure.
but it's like,
Oh, yeah.
here's my thing. I feel like there's certain type of players who they go down swinging. They might not lead a team to a chip, but every time they're in it's kind of like Luka or Dame, for
Dame,
example.
yeah, I was gonna say
Like,
Dame.
anytime Luka's in a series, even though they lost to the Clippers twice, you didn't go in there and be like, Luka didn't show up.
No,
Yeah.
like,
Luka's,
Dame still gave you 35.
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
James
That's
Harden is more the type of player who it's like, you guys lose and he shoots 6 times, you
Yeah.
know? It's different if he goes out, scores 45, and the team just doesn't win, and you're
Yeah,
like,
that's
okay.
true.
Dog, I'd rather
Yeah.
if it's game 7, I'd rather my star player go 3 for fucking 27
Yeah.
than
Then
to
take 10
go,
shots.
4
Yeah.
for 10. I
Exactly.
mean, to me, it's like, yo, you didn't fight for it, bro.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that's, to me, it's like if you didn't win, you have to be the second kind of player
Yeah.
that went 3 for 30 and didn't win. I'll be like, okay, I can't blame you. But if you're like, you have 7 points in every time in the first round or whatever it is, I don't care what you did in the season. I'm not gonna put you as like, it's not your fault the team didn't win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're not coming to play in a way that I'm like,
That's
because we see lesser players do that, is my point. Like Jalen
sure.
Brunson. When Luka was gone, Jalen Brunson was moving like it's hell or high water. I'm
Man
about
has
to
to
get these
step up.
buckets.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, so if we're guys who are stars, we can expect that from them
Yeah.
to say, yeah, you know, show up, whatever.
No, and there was a point where they were comparing T-Mac to Kobe. Like, they were comparable at one point, scoring-wise.
100%. Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, so-
T-Mac was giving Kobe problems.
Yeah.
bro.
What? No, T-Mac was a problem himself. Like
Yeah.
I would say for the Hall of Fame, I'll probably just take out like the nasty niggas. Like,
Carmelo.
and I'm not kidding.
Yo, I rate how Carmelo was the first man that came up.
Nah, Karl Malone, yeah, like
Dirtbag.
niggas like that, like
That was a
take them
crazy
out.
joke.
Them sick niggas, man, get them out of there, bro. Like,
Yeah. I think that's the main issue I have with the NBA is that
Yeah.
like they don't have any morality in that way,
Mhm.
which I understand as a corporate entity. I'm sure Carmelo's not the only person with all these old
no,
white
there's definitely
billionaires.
some
You
mans
know
that
what I'm
got their
saying?
shit swept under the rug.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm sure he's not the only one.
Yeah.
But we can say, listen, he scored all these points legally in the
Yeah,
NBA,
legally.
whatever. But we don't want him to be a part of representing what we represent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you're right. So mans like that. But there's some mans who they have on this list of like not in yet. Tim Hardaway. I think he's the one who probably
Not
shouldn't
mad
get
at
in.
that.
You know, Chauncey Billups, Horace
They
Grant.
win many couple of chips.
Horace, who?
Yo, Chauncey
Bill,
Billups.
won.
Oh yeah, one.
He won.
That's right.
It was a
Yeah.
tough chip that he won.
Yeah.
For sure. Who'd you say, Horace Grant?
Horace Grant.
Eh,
You know what I would say? If Chauncey Billups was like a better player at his peak,
Then I would give it
because
Yeah.
they made what 6 East Finals in a row, something like that.
No,
Yeah,
that
something like
was
that.
a team.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like if there was someone on that team who was like a top 5 player and they had that success,
Yeah.
then you'd be like, okay, the top 5 player on the team. But they're kind of like the Atlanta Hawks
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
probably my second favorite championship run. Like, I like when those underdog teams just,
Yo, like-
Dallas is
collected.
your number one.
Dallas is my favorite championship run. I would say Toronto, but like, I'm happy for the chip, but you know the finals was
Yeah.
like, let's be real.
It has an asterisk. beside it.
I don't want to give it an asterisk. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we'll leave it at a.
Yeah. So Yeah, I would say Dallas's championship run probably my favorite. Because, I don't know, something in me, I just hated that Miami Heat team, bro. There's just something they just embraced being villains. And then they took Bosch.
And you were a Derrick Rose
pissed me
fan.
off. And I fuck with D Rose, so I'm just like, these guys really fuck with this guy, bro. And he was fighting his ass off, so.
No, I wanted that Dallas team to win bad.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I'm a Laker fan, so I've been rooting against Dallas since the beginning of time.
For sure.
And then that year I was like, yo, all y'all.
Bro, you have here that Bronny's making $7 million. I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
wait, who's making $7 million?
From NIL? Yeah, Bronny's making the most.
Yeah, that's crazy.
LeBron's son is making $7 million a year.
Well, this year,
Jesus.
Yeah,
Christ.
because they just put the rule out last year.
Damn,
God
bro.
damn,
so you get into the bag early.
And why I put this in here is because I thought about obviously this is a new rule. There's all these players in the league now who they wouldn't have made it. But think about the guys who in the league became role players, but were like number one high school recruit or, getting all the love on Hoop Mixtape back in the day. Like someone like Akil Carr who didn't even end up being in the league. When he was a top guy in Hoop Mixtapes in high school, he could have been making a lot of money. Someone like Austin Rivers, who obviously is a good player now, but high school Austin Rivers would have been...
niggas is taking advantage of social media right now to big up their stock. Because, Mikey can hoop, but he's not that good, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah, so there's a lot of niggas like that. I feel like Bronny, I watched a little bit of Bronny. I feel like he can hoop. He's a little overrated.
Nepotism, bro.
Yeah. I don't want to blame him because, the nigga's putting his time in. He's still training. But yeah.
I think Bronny's going to be like an OG type. Maybe not as good as OG, but he's going to be like a good starter, but not like an all-star. Maybe the hype will get him into the all-star game, but he'll be like a good starter. Because from what I've seen, he seems like he plays the right way. Like he's gonna actually hustle.
Might give you like Alonzo Ball type stats, like a 9 points, 7 assists, 5 rebounds. But I hope he gets a little taller because I think he's
undersized. 6'2" or 6'3".
He's 6', If he gets 6'4", 6'5",
because he's not a guard right now. He don't have the guard skills.
No, and he's not. He's athletic for his age, but he's not like NBA athletic.
Yeah.
Like, he's coming to LA Fitness and fucking niggas up.
Yeah.
For sure. But I don't know if he's gonna make it like league efficiency in terms of his athleticism. So I'm pretty interested in that, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, I got something interesting I want to talk about. Because we went to the movies the other day. We ended up watching John Wick. Right? So I don't know if any of you guys are into the John Wick series.
Of course.
But I think it's the premier action series for this generation, right?
I agree with that, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Just like Tyler, the Creator, has the best trilogy, we're going to say John Wick has the best.
2 for 2.
Yeah, exactly. What would you call it? Quadrilogy? What was the quad for that?
I don't even know what's after trilogy.
Okay, whatever.
Trilogy plus 1.
There you go. So he has the best 3+1. Is there an action film that is like your absolute like favorite? Is there something in your head that like it just hits you? Maybe the nostalgia of it or whatever, but is there like one action movie that you're like, yo, this is it for me? Like this is the peak? I want to ask you guys before I get to mine. Chris, I'll give you time to think. Adriel, I feel like you have something.
I don't have one off the top that's like the peak to me, but that I enjoy. Definitely enjoy The Matrix still.
Yeah, the first one?
Yeah, the first one. That's when I still enjoy. I would say The Mummy Returns. Even though it's not so much action, I used to really watch that movie a lot back in the day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that the one with The Rock at the end?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's nice
I
to watch
gotta
a lot.
rewatch that one still.
Like,
I did not expect you saying that,
No,
bro.
me neither. It's not on the level, but that's something I know.
That's
I've
your
seen
nostalgia movie, right?
Nostalgia. And then the other one, I'd definitely say either I Am Robot or I Am Legend. Like those are both like. I think John Wick, like action wise, is above all of those.
Yeah,
clearly,
yeah.
But in terms of an action movie that's like gives you that nostalgic feeling, those are some of the ones.
I like those. What about you?
Yo, Iron Monkey. I don't know if any of y'all are familiar with that, but I'm a huge like old kung fu movie nerd. And like Iron Monkey is my first introduction to Donnie, and I think I watched that movie when I was like maybe 8 or 9.
And it stuck with you.
But it's like, it's not the best by any means, but like it's something that like, if it's on TV right now, I'll watch it from beginning to end.
No, and I have not been to Jamaica one time without someone mentioning Iron Monkey.
Oh yeah.
Not even to me. Like I'm just around and I hear it. Like
no, it's because back in the day, this is pre-internet, right? You had these like bootleg VCR rental stores.
Of course.
Right? You go in and then they're like, oh, Kung Fu Movie 1, Kung Fu Movie 2, and we'd rent like a bunch and watch them all.
Yo, I've got a question. So in Jamaica, when you go to like the rental stores there, this guy thinks I'm gonna bring it back to China. I'm not.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
I'm actually not. When you guys have the rental stores, is it similar to the ones up here? Because when I was growing up, we had the rental stores, and then we had like the back room behind the drapes with like the porn and shit. Did you guys have that too?
Yeah, that was the thing. There wasn't like a back room, but it was like they had like a poorly, like all of them had like a poorly written cartridge paper sign XXX.
Yeah.
That's nasty to me now. Like going back and thinking about it, because I'm like, yo, these niggas would touch a case that a nigga done already ordered and rented and shit, took home and had his fun, and then came back and brought the case back.
Nasty, bro.
It's nasty work.
It's crazy to think that you would buy a VHS of
Of
porn,
porn, yep.
like, and it's funny the video shop by my crib I grew up at, also had the same curtain, everything. And when I was younger, I never went in there, whatever. But when I was older, I realized some people would like some of these places had like a TV in there to like you could like if you wanted
preview.
It's a preview. And I'm here like
that's crazy. Previewing porn is wild.
Wow.
You know, some man do more than a preview in there.
That's what
he had a nasty motherfucker.
I can't afford the rental, but I gotta get this off.
$7?
And I'm here being like, it used to be awkward at some points when you would buy condoms at Shoppers. How awkward must it be for the person who
it's still awkward.
they own?
Still awkward.
No, it's self-checkout.
Yo, you self-checkout, I'm looking around, man.
Yo.
Now I'll take it one step further. Buying lubricant, it's nasty work, man. When you're by yourself, it's
I feel like it's
One of
worse.
those sussiest things you can do, dog.
Sussiest thing,
No,
bro.
it's worse if you're only buying the lube. I feel like if you if you buy them both, you look a little less crazy. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
If you go in and all you have is like deodorant and a lube, they're looking at you like,
Yeah, I'm gonna be real with y'all. We probably lost all the people, so hopefully nobody's listening. But yo, coming out of the relationship, like I was in the relationship for a very long time, so I'm not protected. You know what I mean? Like, it's my partner. You know what I'm saying? Buying condoms is annoying, bro.
Must.
I fucking hate it, man.
it's whack.
It's sick work, bro.
Yo,
It's so much extra work, dog. I didn't realize how much this shit costs, bro.
You know what's so funny? That is honestly the
Couldn't tell
first thing when you actually break out of a relationship that really hits you. Like the first time that you like have sex with someone new and you go, I have to go buy condoms,
bro? And like my whole swag now. Like I forgot my old swag to get the condom and get it on and during and finding the right time. Like I had it down to a science before the relationship, right?
To a science.
Now I just look awkward.
you lost your groove,
bro.
You're like, can we stop for a second?
yeah.
Time out.
One moment, please.
So I'm midway, now it's like I'm walking butt ass to go get the condom.
I'm screwed.
Gotta put it on and then do that. So it's like my whole swag is just like it's just different. So now I gotta get back like my smoothness with it and stuff like that. I'm not super active or anything out there, but still, you know what I mean? Like, but yeah, financially, man, the condoms just eating up the budget, bro.
I could not tell you what a pack of condoms cost right now, bro.
You don't want to know, fam.
It's like, you know, when the assholes billionaires like, how much you think this bananas cost? And like, $15. It's like, I've been on the game, bro. Like,
dog,
literally do not know what that shit costs.
Facts.
I'm gonna one up you on the lube being crazy. I feel like when I look the craziest is when I have to buy condoms from a convenience store. And I buy backwoods and condoms together.
Oh, man.
They look at me so nuts.
And you had a do-rag on?
It's grime.
You're like
It's
fucking baby boy out here.
with like a 3-pack of condoms, 5-pack of blunts.
Yeah.
Like,
That's crazy.
they look at me like, huh?
What time of day were you buying that?
Nighttime
That's
for sure.
another crazy thing.
Yeah,
I'm
right?
not buying condoms in the daytime. I'm not doing it. I gotta do it in the evening, bro. Buying condoms in the daytime, because then if I'm at Shoppers, it's like all the old people, and then you know what I mean. And then usually the workers, it's usually the older workers. But then in the evening, it's like the younger crowd and whatever. So they kind of know like, yo, man's getting busy. You know what I'm saying? So like that vibe's a little more my vibe. But daytime buying condoms, can't do it, bro.
My last thing I'll say about this is my preference is to just go to like a Shopper or something or Rexall that's not in my area that I don't go to.
So you do the journey to get condoms.
No, like if I'm already
So do you buy in bulk?
Say I'm
You
out
go
right
OT
now
to get the condoms? It's crazy.
No, say I'm out right now.
Yeah.
I'll just buy it at the Shoppers here instead of waiting till I go home to get it.
Okay.
Like, I'm already here.
One of my niggas, he used to Amazon like 100 pack.
I've heard that still. I know man at Costco to 64.
I think you know the nigga too, but we'll keep that on the wraps.
Yeah, I know man Costco to 64.
Yeah, I know a nigga that will just Amazon the 100 pack right straight to his
wild,
yard, bro, and then he's
wild,
good.
though.
That's kind of crazy. So
Yeah.
that's the only thing is like
That's not a bad play.
the shoppers and stuff by my crib, like they've seen me walking there with different girls buying condoms.
Yeah.
Where it's like this can't be my reputation. You know what I'm saying?
So they have you picked as like a dirtbag almost.
Yeah,
Is they giving you that look every time you walk in? Like,
yeah.
Hey, Adriel, you're back.
They're like, this is
your
not,
order's right here at the front.
this is not who I saw last time.
Oh my god,
And
yeah.
I'm like, don't say anything.
Nah, man. I know it's gonna be one point in my life when I write a film. There's just gonna be a man that has a LCBO and a Shoppers next door, so you can get the Plan B with the Hennessy.
I'll just go for you.
Nice combination right there. Get the Royal Honey. Shout out to Director Huss. You're good, bro. It's a nice little night.
He had to get a shout out.
For sure. And we just like completely lost track of the question. So the action movies.
Yeah.
Segue King.
Chris, did you have an action movie
Yo,
that stood out for you?
I forgot that was the question.
I don't know. We went from action movies
Buy condoms.
to Plan Bs, yo, and buying condoms. So
The range.
Yo, I always like the corny ones, like the ones that are like just like too much, like Face Off.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
Classic.
Dumb as
That's a
fuck.
crazy one.
So dumb, and it's like you just gotta watch it.
Yeah.
You
All
know?
right, I like that. I was gonna go a little more like serious for mine, but I think my favorite action movie all time probably The Raid 2. I don't know if you guys got a chance to see that.
No.
Yeah. I'm not mad at that choice.
Yeah. The Raid 2, like super good fight choreography. The story's half decent. They had a cars chase scene in there that was fucking fire. But yeah, you guys go watch that. I think it's an Indonesian film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Directed by, I think, a British dude.
Mm.
But it's an Indonesian film.
And then a lot of the actors, like, they're starting to get, like, major roles in, like, Hollywood now. So that's pretty dope to see. But yeah, The Raid 2, you guys definitely watch it.
I need to
check
rewatch
it.
that shit.
Yeah.
bro.
There's subtitles and shit, but it's
That's
good.
cool.
You know I know how to read.
Yeah.
Hey, man, you'd be surprised, man. A lot of niggas don't know how to read, bro.
Read so good, man.
Do you guys have like a friend where it's like you send him a movie and it's in subtitles and like, oh, I'm not watching this.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. You
same.
know who you can't send those to. What?
Yeah, for sure. I got niggas that just don't want to read,
Or the
bro.
worst man is the man who just watches it with the English dub. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah. There's only so many things I can do with English. I can't do live action with English dub. That throws me off because then the speech just does not look right.
Yeah, if it's anime,
Some
can pass,
animes, you can do it. You
Yeah.
can do some animes.
I think anime is way easier than a live action, especially because sometimes when they dub it, the person won't have the right accent or whatever.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And it's like, why am I hearing Ralph coming out of a white woman's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this dude is so left. You're like, all right, it's not.
Yo, before I forget, action movie shout out Triple R, that Indian movie.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
on
you told me to
Netflix.
create. Yeah. I heard it
Yo,
got good reviews, too.
It's like 3 hours and it's insanely over the top.
Yeah.
But goddamn, it's one of the best action movies I've watched in a very long time.
Okay.
Oh, you know what I should have mentioned that we actually are wrong for not mentioning that at all? The new Mad Max.
Oh, yeah.
The one that, the
Oh,
one that
Fury
came out
Road?
recently.
Yeah. Fury Road's up there for sure. Yeah, so we all know about this Jonathan Majors thing. That situation that he got into it with his current girlfriend or ex-girlfriend, whatever the case is. I don't want to make light of the situation. One thing I do want to know for all the viewers, I have no full information on what really happened. I don't think a lot of people do. What I will say, I did see a bunch of text messages that look like fuckery that shouldn't have been released by his lawyers. So I don't know how y'all feel about this entire thing.
I didn't see these texts, so you gotta tell me what these texts were about.
You can go ahead.
Yeah, what? I haven't seen them, but you telling me last night.
Yeah. So pretty
Yeah.
much the text messages were like the girl telling John like, "Yo, I'm gonna talk to the cops and like recant the story. Don't worry. We're gonna figure everything out. I just had a chance to chat with like your lawyers, like shit like that, like covering it up. You know what I mean? So I didn't like that. And then
this is
his
from the
lawyers
girl-
released
from the
that.
girl to him.
Yeah, and his lawyers released that.
Yeah,
So I'm like, yo, what are we doing right now? So
it's
That's a sticky situation, man.
it's mad sticky.
Yeah.
it's not looking good.
It's not looking good.
I do wish all the best for him, obviously, in a situation like this. Like,
if he did nothing wrong.
Yeah,
no, for sure. But I think this is like just the fact that we feel like we can't say for sure.
Yeah.
You know, already hurts my heart to even be like, maybe she's not telling the truth. And these text messages don't make it feel,
Yeah.
you know, more real in that way. But also, it's like, I hope that he didn't do it. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, like, I really hope that he didn't do it. Like, as much as it would be sad if she was lying and you don't want that either, him actually doing this is worse.
And it's the timing. It's just so shitty, bro. This is like his start is about to get to the peak right now.
Yeah.
For sure.
And the next 10 years for this guy was gonna look amazing in terms of like blockbuster movies. Fucking Disney's investing $1 billion franchise in this nigga for the next 10 years to be Kang.
Come on.
And shit. So it's like it's kind of fucked up, yo. Like, especially as a black man, like, you just, if you did it, you ruined your like generational wealth.
Yeah, bro. I was so happy for the man when he got cast as Kang because I had seen him in Lovecraft Country. I haven't heard nothing about him before that.
Yeah.
And I remember, I don't know if I messaged you, but I messaged my brother. I was like, yo, this dude in Lovecraft Country can act.
Yeah.
And then, like, obviously, he's picked up all these roles, Creed 3.
I forgot about Lovecraft Country. That's a throwback.
He's been in 3 blockbusters in like the last 7 months, bro.
Yeah.
So it's tough. Here's the thing. Disney, I truly feel that they will just replace this brother right quick.
For
like,
sure.
These guys don't have qualms about that. It's $1 billion franchise. They'll just say, yo, we got a new Kang variant.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden,
Multiverse.
Lakeith Stanfield is just popping up.
I'm screaming.
And he's the new Kang, you know what I'm saying? Or John David Washington. They probably got a list of black guys that they already have to replace him. They're like, yo, we already used Michael B. Fuck.
I'd say John David would need less time in the gym than Lakeith.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say Lakeith is gonna need a lot
John
of work.
David's just
Probably
no,
roids.
I don't even know if I'm Disney. I don't know. Like, I like Lakeith's acting, but I don't know if I trust him with $1 billion franchise.
Yeah.
He's kind of loose,
Facts.
kind of, right?
Huh?
Like,
He's a little eccentric.
Yeah,
He's a little
yeah,
eccentric.
yeah.
He seems like he'd be a good vibe to hang out with.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I want my little kids watching him all the time.
I would trust John David over him.
I would trust John David.
Yeah,
For sure. So who knows what these guys will do? But yeah, these guys will replace you ASAP, Rocky. Especially as a black man, like, you're gone within 60 seconds, bro.
Yeah, I just wonder what's gonna be the end of this thing.
Yeah.
Because it seems like whoever the partner is not gonna press charges. This from the text messages, at least, that they don't want to press charges. They want to recount their statement, or they want it to kind of go away. That they're gonna stay with him, that kind of thing. So how is that gonna go? Like, how's that gonna be concluded? Is there gonna be some kind of explanation? Like, what is gonna be concluded from this? Because I didn't see the text messages until you brought it up.
Yeah.
A lot of people have only seen that one headline that says, you know.
Yeah.
So if it is a misunderstanding, how is that gonna be cleaned up? And if it's not, will there be actual criminal action? Because either she's gonna say, I made this up, or it wasn't as bad as I said it was, or it's gonna say this did happen, but I want to stay with him.
Yeah,
Those are two options to me right now, which I'm like, those both are problematic in their own ways. So I'm interested to see which way it goes.
Yeah.
I think you let it. I think you have to let it play out, though. You know how you mentioned, like, just especially because he's getting so popular.
Yeah.
It is interesting how, like, things like these always come out when someone's like heading to the next level,
yeah.
right?
For
Like,
sure.
as soon as there's more money to be made, or maybe there's like some business deals going on behind the scenes, these big companies have a lot of strings they can pull.
Yeah.
So
They're asking about your past.
Yeah. So like, we don't know if it's like there's something that's going on, and they're like, oh, we can feed this, and maybe this is gonna change something, right?
It's always when your star's at its brightest, bro.
Yep.
Yeah.
But like you say how it's gonna play. I'm not sure if you guys follow the Premier League, but there's this dude called Mason Greenwood. He was like Manchester United's top young prospect, right? Like maybe 2021, had like bright career ahead of him. Like, had the potential to be like a Hall of Famer type player, right? Came out that he sexually assaulted his girlfriend, and like some suspect voice notes came out, like leading you to think that the guy is guilty. But then she dropped the charges. She's still with him, and now she's having a kid with him.
Wow.
And the man probably did sexually assault her. Yo. It's very easy for someone to
And
say, yo, I don't want to leave you.
It's looking likely that the man's career at the top level is done now.
Yeah.
So like, I feel like the damage, I don't think the damage is already done with Majors, but it could be a situation where it damn well is, you know?
That's kind of what I'm thinking, because I mentioned the headline of like, some people only saw that headline.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, for example, the week before this came out, one of my close friends were at dinner or whatever, and she's there gushing about, I love him. He's so sexy. And I'm being like, this man done came up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this wasn't how he was being talked about 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
Yep.
You know? So it's like, And then I sent when it thing came out, obviously I sent it to her because she loves him, and it's like we both don't have a follow up, so maybe automatically she might have just been like, oh, he's done in my mind.
Yeah.
But my last thing about this is that there are some people who are, I don't say cancel proof, but there are certain people who it's like the public doesn't care as much.
Yeah.
Whatever,
I feel
whatever
like,
they do.
I don't think the backlash has been that hard on him.
And
So
that's
it might blow over.
that's my thing is like we don't know who is in that group until they're in that group. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like the baby, you might thought he could be in that group, and then when it happened, you're like, not in that group.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
So it's like Jonathan is almost new enough and not as like in the spotlight that we can't say which way it's sides on. But he could be one of those people where people are like, I think he's okay. Like maybe he can do it. You know?
I feel like this society right now, when it comes to like bad. Oh man, that McDonald's fucking my stomach up. I felt that one. Yo, fuck, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, I feel like this society, when it comes to like bad press and bad media, if we don't have video evidence, people forget about it.
Yeah.
Even if we do, look at Ray Rice.
Yeah, Ray Rice is still out on the road.
Yeah,
I mean, didn't the UFC dude beat his wife recently?
Dana White.
Yeah.
And that shit was on video.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now he has a new slap boxing thing.
Yeah,
You know?
that happened like the week or two that was coming
No, it's
out.
the same time. Yeah,
That's crazy, bro.
crazy.
So-
Yeah, like
Yo, the movie writes itself, bro.
Yeah, man.
that's the thing. It's sad to say, but like as the years go by, like I was saying since 2016, the public, corporations, whatever, are becoming more comfortable with things like domestic violence and pedophilia. Like,
Crazy.
which is like those shouldn't be okay with anybody in any way, shape, or form.
That's sick.
But it's like, you know, lack of consent, domestic violence, pedophilia are all things that it's like, we'll see.
Yeah.
You know? And it's like, obviously I don't want to cancel everyone right away. We need to know the full story.
Yeah.
But it's like just a climate of the fact that it's like there's, you know, someone Kanye and Kyrie saying what they're saying about, you know, is worse than lack of consent, domestic violence, and pedophilia.
You know why that is though. A lot of them dudes at the top are dirtbags.
Yeah,
And
sick motherfuckers.
that's the point I'm making is like that's the climate we're in where it's like our reaction is based on what our values and our morals, you know?
Yeah.
100%.
Our reactions on like, you know, saying, I would never do that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But, you know, the group of the world that's like, well, my uncle be doing that, you know, so you're like, you know,
Yeah,
whatever.
there's CEOs that are like, I beat my wife all the time.
Exactly. You know, the
I
group.
feel you, Jonathan.
I feel you, Jonathan.
What did she say this time?
So it's like, yeah, that it's sad to say that's where the world seems like it's heading.
Yeah.
Like, but there that is a part of how the world is
I
behaving.
agree.
Yeah.
I
Where it's
definitely
like
agree.
those things are not as looked down upon. So crazy.
We'll see. I want to see how this all plays out because, like, I do like his personality. I do like his acting ability, but I don't want that to be overtaken by like him doing fuckery. So we'll see. But once this podcast gets to a certain level, niggas are gonna come out the woodwork with all these stories about
Facts.
Adriel and Ralph, and they did this and
Delete those old tweets, boys.
Yeah, facts.
Remember back in 2013 when Ralph said this?
Yo, you can have that one grimy friend like, yo, man, the group chat, I have some screenshots of some shit you said. I need 100,000 tomorrow.
Crazy.
Send the
Crazy.
e-transfer. Yeah, we're gonna get blackmailed for sure.
No, 100%. Last thing before we go on to the next topic.
Yeah, what's
You
up?
know what we need to do more is just discredit someone's opinion. That's a part of we need to just like as a people. Like because I think of this way. I have a friend, his little brother loves Russell Westbrook. He'll always big him up, and he'll say stuff like, "This is one of the best point guards of all time," which in a vacuum is true. Then he'll go a step further and he'll go, "Top 2 point guard. It's him and Magic." And then you go, okay, you know?
Yeah.
So obviously someone like him, you hear that and you go, you are very misinformed about the game of basketball and all your opinions are null and void.
Yeah.
We need to have that same energy with a bunch of different things.
Oh, for sure.
So that's the
100%
last thing. It's like someone
Yeah.
people certain things. It's like, you know what? I'm happy I have that opinion. Love that for you, but I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
That's fair.
We should just have a guest on that's just chatting foolishness and be like, yo, everything you say is stupid, bro.
You know what? Get out.
You dumb motherfucker coming on this podcast. And just have that. I would appreciate that. Yo. Someone just came here and just took a verbal assault from us.
Bring back bullying.
Yeah, there you go. You know what's really considered bullying? The things that China's doing in Jamaica. How you feel about that, C4?
Yo.
No comment.
No comment is right.
Plead the fifth.
No comment is right.
Man, it's crazy. C4's last name's Chin too. So
I wanted to give Ralph his props
about what?
because Ralph was right about Demon Slayer.
Oh yeah,
On the last pod, he did mention It's a waste of time. Don't go and see it. We talked a little bit about anime movies in theaters. Now, of course, I had a little brother who wanted to see it badly. He knows Ralph. I told him Ralph is trustworthy in this area, especially.
He said, fuck that.
If you can't trust me, you could trust Ralph. He said it's not worth seeing.
He said, fuck that nigga,
We still went to go see it. We left before it was even done. And I'll tell you this, I was falling asleep in the theater, and I was snoring in one of the front
Nah, they stole
rows.
from us, bro. It was the first time I felt robbed at the movie theater.
No, 100%.
The first time I felt robbed at the theater, yeah. I've rarely gone to the theater and had like a terrible experience because I know what I'm going into. This is one of the first times I walked in and I was very surprised and I was out $17. I went and got the large popcorn and drink. You already know at the movie theater, it's like fucking $25
Yeah.
right there, you know what I mean? And I got myself organized. I sat down with my friends and I watched this fucking rehash of 2 episodes that I already watched. So very, very upset. You guys robbed from me. You guys robbed from Adriel. And you guys robbed his little brother's experience. He may never watch an anime movie again because of you guys.
I wanted to beef with Demon Slayer as a whole because the audacity for them to do that is actually disrespectful.
Yeah, how does that get past the drawing board?
Bro,
That's
I could have took that same $17 and bought condoms.
a couple.
You know what I mean? That would have got me 2 condoms.
One condom.
That would have got me 2 condoms.
I'm screaming.
Crazy.
Yes, I just want to give you your props for being right.
I appreciate
everyone,
you.
Everyone loves being right, so I wanted to give you props for that. But the audacity of them to even try that with us, I thought was pretty disrespectful.
Oh, for sure.
There's no way you could. I don't name any show that you love. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it's a movie coming out, like the Bob's Burgers movie that just came out. Imagine you went to the theater to go see that, and it was just 3 episodes of Bob's Burgers. You'd have been living.
And like 3 random episodes mid-season out of context.
Yeah. and there's no skip intro. They just played the whole thing.
They didn't skip intro, bro, or outro.
No skip. You know the full. When I see the full credits between the scenes in Demon Slayer, I was like, no way.
I was thoroughly disrespected.
Yo, you know what though? When I was watching those episodes on streaming, I did say to myself, I was like, yo, this is like movie level animation.
And it is.
So they were finessing from then.
Yeah. They knew what they were doing. Yeah,
movie.
they knew what they did, man. This sick work, bro.
Yeah, I couldn't believe the theater was so full. Like, I'm thinking, I know this is gonna be a waste of money. Do y'all know this too? The theater was actually still like full.
I
of
had
people.
hope because the first episode played. I'm like, oh, okay, we're just getting the little rehash, yo. Credits end. Then they played the next episode. I'm like, oh, we're doing this. All right, cool. Then the credits ended for that, and then they started something up again. I was like, yeah, all right, now we're getting to the movie. It's been an hour. I'm ready. Let's do it. They just played 30 minutes of the next episode, and I'm like, all right, cool. So I sat here and I watched 3 episodes. Spent $17 when I could have just went to the library and Google why China is bothering Jamaica.
Waste your time.
So,
Reasons.
you know what I mean? Reasons? That's what we're doing. Yeah. That's a Trump answer.
Close as we could get.
Shit. C4.
Yes, sir.
How many podcasts have you been able to pull up to?
In person?
Yeah, pull up to.
The one and only. The mayor's office. Podcast.
Appreciate that. And this is your second episode?
Yeah.
Not a lot of people have made it to the second episode.
Facts.
I appreciate that, bro.
So once you make it to the 3rd episode, we're going to have a special surprise for you, okay?
All right.
The budget's not covering it right now. We're going to have a prank.
Yeah.
Chris throws a mic into the side of my head like it's a prank, bro.
Rob this nigga. Prank.
This man gets with a concussion. Got you.
Oh, yeah, I see.
Crazy. Sick, nasty work. But we appreciate every time you pull up.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? You let me know in advance when you're coming up to the city.
Mm-hmm.
And I let Adriel know, and Adriel has a sense of excitement when you're ready to pull up to the podcast.
Word.
So we appreciate that. Chris, not so much. He's like, that motherfucker again. But at the same time, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Always. And I don't even want to close the pod yet because there's a couple things we need to get to.
Mm-hmm.
But is there anything you want to say to the people out there, to the people in Jamaica, to the people that you got your friends out here, to the Chinese government, whatever you got to say, go ahead.
Yo, it's a new motto. Yo, live your life to the fullest. Do anything that makes you happy, as long as it doesn't fuck with anyone else's happiness. And live your life.
Fuck with that.
That's a good one.
I fuck with that. I
That was
like
some
that.
gems.
That's some good shit. All right, so you and I, we all have our non-rap suggestions. Adriel, would you like to go first?
Yeah. This one, I'll say I went outside the rules a little bit because I did say no R&B, but I feel like all y'all in this room need to know about this artist because I think he's about to have his blow up. You know, it's his last project is getting kind of big, but I feel like a lot of people who still don't know about this artist. It's Chase Shakur. His new album comes out this coming Friday, so by the time y'all hear this, the new album will be out. His most popular song from his last album is called Honda Civic 98.
Ooh.
He kind of has like a Brent Faiyaz type of vibe, but actual drums, I would say. Like, you know, Brent Faiyaz hates drums.
Mm-hmm.
Chase Shakur doesn't hate drums. So more of a Brent Faiyaz type of vibe, but he doesn't hate drums. And I feel like it's something you guys will all like, but I feel like he's about to really blow. Like right now, he's still on he's not a come up type of energy. A lot of people know about him in the UK for sure. They love him in the UK.
Oh, he's a UK artist.
He's from Atlanta.
Atlanta, okay.
But people love him in the UK. But I think he's really about to
blow up.
Yeah, I think this next project is gonna be one to like everyone you know is gonna be listening to it, and you're gonna be like, I never heard of this guy.
Is he signed anywhere?
I don't think he signed. I don't think he signed. Yeah.
Independent. All right, I rock with that. Chris, what do you got?
Ooh, I got one I've been bumping all weekend. It is I think he's a Mexican artist. It's all in Spanish. It's kind of like, his name is, so it's Chino Pacas, and the song is El Gordo Trae El Mando. I think that's as close as I can try
Chris
to pronounce it.
Chris is the new Peso Poppy. That was really good. That was really good.
Appreciate.
I think Chris has offended 300 million people.
I probably did. Shout out all my Spanish friends.
This man is not allowed in Mexico.
Give me a little tutoring lesson on
God, the cartel's coming for Chris.
What's the name of the song?
It is El Gordo Trae El Mando by Chino Pacas.
Did you find it off of his pronunciation?
Nah, he did good.
That's good, man.
He did good. He did good.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna give this a listen for sure. I'm excited.
Oh yeah, I've been bumping it all weekend.
Yeah, that's dope. And it's all Spanish?
Yeah, it's all Spanish. It's kind of like, man, I feel like he's saying some shit. I want to look up the lyrics to know what he's saying, but
I love that. I feel like he's saying something I don't know, but I feel like
he's probably saying some wild shit, bro.
It's like kind of like a hip hop beat.
Okay.
It's kind of hip hop, but it's like, I don't know. It's in Spanish, so I thought maybe I could slide this one in.
Okay, it's like a good bunny.
Yeah, it's like a good bunny. There you go.
I got you.
Ralph was on a roll today. That's on a roll today.
I threw it back a little bit for my music selection. Went pretty far back. I've been listening to this artist here and there for a very long time, especially on my Saturdays, like when I'm cleaning the crib and chilling with the dog and stuff like that. This song has been heard multiple times. Probably one of the biggest songs ever, I would say, from a singer. I'm gonna go with Nina Simone. I Put a Spell on You.
Yeah.
Very, very classic.
Your house is very classic.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, when I get some wine, I got my friend coming over, and I end up spending the $17 at Shoppers. You know what I mean? I go to Director Huss, I get the Royal Honey, I go to LCBO, I get the Hennessy, and have a long night.
$50 deep.
Play a little Nina Simone, and you know what I mean? 9 months later, a little mirror pops out. So.
A little mirror pops out.
We'll see what's popping with that.
A little mirror popped out that night too.
Jeez.
Yo, this is a crazy episode. So I looked up the lyrics.
This episode's gonna get me fired from work.
Oh my God.
You know what? I have this thing in my head, like, what episode is gonna be the one that gets me fired? You know what I mean? And it's gonna come. 100% is gonna come.
This is gonna be the one?
This is getting close to the one, but it's gonna be one where we say some wild shit and it gets sent to HR and I get that conversation. But until then, let's have fun, let's rock. I would like to eventually, obviously, like, take this to the next level and, take a step away from work and focus on this. Mm-hmm. But, if it preemptively happens, it is what it is.
It's a sign.
It's a sign from God. You feel me? What are you saying?
I found some of the lyrics to that song that Chris pronounced amazingly.
Yeah, can you recite?
And this, I guess, is a direct translation, but I don't know how much sense this actually makes. This is verse 2, and it said, "If there is a fart, I bury them. Here we are not making a bulge to the fuck I turned out, and the Glock zone that goes with me, always ready for a scare.
And Chris is just going, hey.
I'm like, oh, this guy's he's got such a good voice.
So maybe you were right. It sounds like there is some violence going on.
Yeah.
So I guess you're right about that.
Did you know any of what he just said?
No.
God damn.
I didn't know where he was going. I was just like, I don't know. Just he seemed like he was saying something, but I mean, I had no idea what.
Holy, man.
Can't wait to hear
They're
the
putting
song.
you in when they play those songs for like POWs, and they're putting him in a trance. He doesn't know what the fuck he's listening to.
This is what they do.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Like attack the government.
They're like calling on a coup.
Crazy, bro. So how you feeling, Adriel? Episode 32, man.
Man, I feel like we got another classic in the books. I hate to say it, but this feels like a instant classic.
Yeah, I like the 4 mic episodes. We did a couple without guests. I'm glad that we, started the guest trend back with a friend of the show.
Yeah, he's not a guest. He's not.
Yeah,
he's not a guest.
you're one of the homies, man.
Yeah,
Anytime.
I've listened to this show so much. I feel like I know you guys.
No, you
Like obviously I know Ralph for a while now,
yeah.
but like
No,
I feel like you're a part of the room.
Like here's how I call it. Like if this is the album, so you're the deluxe of the album.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Dog
I rock with that.
It's not a whole new project. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just the
Deluxe
same
edition.
project,
Yeah.
but
I fucks
couple
with that.
extra tracks. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So anytime you fly in, you know where you're welcome.
Yes, sir.
You feel
So
me?
it's a pleasure, man.
Anytime you want to talk China,
Yeah.
Yeah. No
Do it
comment?
Off the airwaves.
Off the airways? I'm going to record him like D'Angelo Russell did Nick Young.
oh my god,
Say some wild shit.
Snake me.
Yeah, for sure.
I forgot about
I
that.
gotta blackmail niggas when I lose my job.
obviously.
I also gonna pay rent.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
it's like
Oh, shit.
lose your
My
job,
dog gotta
blackmail.
eat. Yeah, there you go. I got shit on Adriel for weeks, bro.
Man.
You need those e-transfers, bro.
Yo.
Trust me.
Different kind of wingman.
What? Crazy. Yeah, man. You guys listen to a big episode of the Mayor's Office podcast. Make sure you continue to listen to the Mayor's Office podcast. I feel like we've developed a family relationship with you guys. I feel like we developed such a consistent love for you guys, and hopefully you reciprocated that love back to us.
Yeah, I know it's family here. And so as family, you know what to do. Leave that rating. Leave that review. 5 stars, not a single star less. Follow us on the interweb. Subscribe to us on YouTube. And of course, post notifications on. I think that's a given.
Oh, for sure.
Post notifications on. Got a whole bunch of stuff for you guys dropping. Cancel canceling. Bring back bullying. Know yourself. Know your worth.
Oh, yo, shout outs to Yaf with the scumbag, man. More hats on the way.